Hey everyone! Gosh, it feels so good to be back here again with all of you.
And I'm Bob.
And I'm Julia, your host, and this is, of course, the Learn English podcast, where we help you learn English through, short, real conversations.
Yeah. How are you doing today, Julia? Everything good?
Oh, I'm fantastic, Bob. Really, really good. A little bit chilly outside, but inside I'm feeling warm and ready to chat. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing great too. Ready to dive into another really useful topic for our listeners. I think they're going to like this one.
Oh, for sure. It's one of those things I think we all need to know. Okay, so speaking of useful topics, Bob, today we're actually going to talk about something really important for anyone who's, learning English and living in an English speaking country or even just traveling.
Ooh, okay. I'm intrigued. What is it?
We're going to learn about how to complain politely in English.
Oh, wow. That is a good one. Because sometimes it's difficult, right? You don't want to be rude, but you need to, say something is wrong.
Exactly. It's super crucial for real life situations. Like, imagine you're at a hotel or a restaurant or even a store and something isn't right. You need to know how to express that without sounding, well, angry or impolite.
Yeah, I mean, it's a skill, really. Because if you just say, this is bad, it doesn't help, does it? People might not understand or they might get upset.
Right. And we want to help our amazing listeners feel confident, in those moments. So today, we'll give you some simple, polite phrases that you can use. All right, everyone. So to really understand how to complain politely, we're going to do a little role play, a real life situation, sort of.
Oh, a role play. I like it. What are we doing? Are we like at a coffee shop?
Not today. Today, Bob, imagine you're a guest at a hotel, okay? And I'm the hotel receptionist. And, well, there's a problem with your room. Something's just not quite right.
Huh. Okay. A hotel? A common situation, I think. Like it happens, right?
Exactly. So let's see how you, the polite English learner, handle it. Remember, everyone listening, pay close attention for those polite phrases Bob uses. Ready, Bob?
Ready. Let's do this.
Good evening. Welcome to the Grand Hotel. How may I help you?
Hi, good evening. Yes, I just checked into room 305 and I'm afraid there's a bit of a problem.
Oh, what seems to be the issue, sir?
Well, the air conditioning, it isn't working at all. It's actually quite warm in the room. And also, it's quite noisy from outside, I think from the street. It's a bit difficult to, relax.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, sir. Let me check for you right away. That's certainly not ideal.
I was wondering, would it be possible to perhaps change rooms or maybe get someone to look at the AC? Whichever works, really.
Yes, of course. Let me see. Hmm. It seems we do have another room available on a higher floor away from the street noise. Room 712. Would that be acceptable for you?
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much. That would be a great help, really.
Not a problem at all, sir. Here's your new key card. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience.
Thank you. Really appreciate your help. Have a good evening.
You too, sir. Enjoy your stay. Whew. Okay, Bob, that was great. How did you feel about that situation? Was it, awkward?
No, actually, it felt natural, which is good, I guess. Like, I really had a problem, but I try to be, calm, not like shouting, my AC is broken, fix it.
And you were. You totally nailed it. See how Bob used phrases like, I'm afraid there's a problem, or I was wondering, would it be possible to perhaps change rooms, or maybe get someone to look at the AC? Whichever works, really.
Yeah, I tried to start with that, like the I'm afraid there's a problem. It just feels softer, doesn't it? Not so direct.
Absolutely. And that's key, isn't it? Starting with something like, excuse me, or I'm sorry to bother you, or as you did, I'm afraid there's a problem, immediately sets a polite tone. It shows you're not trying to be aggressive or demanding. It's like you're acknowledging you're interrupting someone, even if it's their job to help.
Right. And then instead of saying, your AC is broken, I said, the air conditioning, it isn't working at all. It's less direct, maybe, less like accusing them.
Precisely, it's less accusatory. You're stating the fact about the AC, not blaming the hotel directly for it. And you also used "it's quite warm" to describe the effect, which is also very good. You're describing the situation, not making a demand. And what about when you asked for a solution? That was excellent.
Would it be possible to change rooms or maybe get someone to look at the AC? I think that's really important. You're asking, not demanding. You're offering options almost.
Exactly. Would it be possible is a fantastic phrase for making polite requests, especially when you're asking for a solution to a problem. It gives the other person space to help you. And then thank you so much at the end, even after getting what you want. It just reinforces the politeness.
Yeah, gratitude is always good, right? Even if they fix something that was like their problem in the first place, it just makes things smoother.
Totally. It leaves a good impression, and people are more likely to help you again in the future. So, our listeners, did you hear how Bob was firm about the problem, but gentle in his language? That's the balance we're looking for when you need to complain politely in English.
Okay, everyone, you heard those really useful phrases Bob used, right? Now it's your turn to practice. This is how we get better, by repeating, repeating, repeating. We're going to say some of the key phrases from that dialogue, nice and slowly. Bob will say them with me, and we want you at home to say them out loud too. Ready?
Ready, let's do it.
First one, super important for starting a polite complaint. I'm afraid there's a bit of a problem. Say it with me.
I'm afraid there's a bit of a problem.
Again, louder.
I'm afraid there's a bit of a problem.
Excellent. All right, next, how you describe the actual issue. Instead of, it's broken, try this. The air conditioning, it isn't working at all. Repeat after us.
The air conditioning, it isn't working at all.
One more time, nice and clear.
The air conditioning, it isn't working at all.
Fantastic! Now, for asking for a solution, this is a long one, but really useful. It's, I was wondering, would it be possible to, perhaps, change rooms? It's a question, so remember to lift your voice at the end. Go.
I was wondering, would it be possible to perhaps change rooms?
Really good. Let's try it once more. Get that smooth flow.
I was wondering, would it be possible to perhaps change rooms?
Yes, you nailed it. And finally, always, always end with thanks, even if it's their job. Thank you so much. Say it with feeling.
Thank you so much.
Again, with a big smile.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Keep practicing these, everyone. They are your secret weapon for polite complaining in English. Okay, so you've practiced saying these super useful phrases. Now let's break them down a little, right? Because it's not just about saying them, it's about understanding why we say them that way. It helps you remember.
Absolutely, Julia. Knowing the why makes it stick.
Exactly. So the first one we practiced was, I'm afraid there's a bit of a problem. Now, I'm afraid here doesn't mean you're scared, right? It means you're politely saying, oh, I regret to tell you this, or unfortunately. It's like a soft way to introduce bad news.
Yeah, it's much softer than just saying, there's a problem, right? That sounds demanding.
Oh my gosh, yes. And a bit of a problem also makes it sound less serious. It's not a huge problem, just a bit of a problem. So you could use it like this. Maybe, I'm afraid there's a bit of a problem with my coffee. It's cold. See? Or, I'm afraid there's a bit of a problem. The internet isn't working. Very polite. Okay, next up is it isn't working at all. That at all part is really important. It means 0% working, like completely not working. It adds a lot of emphasis, but in a neutral way, not an angry way.
So you're not just saying it isn't working, but you're emphasizing that it's completely broken or non-functional.
Spot on, Bob. So you can say the TV isn't working at all, or my phone battery isn't charging at all. It's, a very clear way to state the situation. And then the big one. I was wondering, would it be possible to perhaps change rooms? This whole phrase is a fantastic example of being super polite. I was wondering makes your request sound like a thought, not a demand. It's like thinking out loud. And would it be possible makes it a question about their ability, not your expectation.
And that little word, perhaps, it makes it even softer, right? It's like maybe.
Yes, that's our last word to focus on, perhaps. It means maybe or possibly. It's like you're not pushing for something, you're just suggesting it as an option. Perhaps we could try another solution. Or could we perhaps get some more information? It just takes the pressure off, makes you sound very considerate.
So it's about making your requests sound less direct, less aggressive, I guess.
Precisely. It's all about softening your language when you're asking for something, especially when there's an issue. It really helps people be more willing to help you. These phrases are your key to complaining politely and effectively in English. Really useful stuff. Whew, we've covered a lot of great phrases today, haven't we, Bob?
We really have, Julia. And now for our final segment today, a little pronunciation practice. Because sometimes, even if you know the words, actually saying them can be tricky.
Absolutely. So we're going to pick a couple of words from today's dialogue, and we'll say them slowly, clearly, and we want you, our amazing listeners, to repeat after us. Ready?
First word, from our very polite request, possible. This one can sometimes be a bit tricky with the S sound. Let's break it down. Possible. Hear that S sound?
Okay, your turn. Repeat after Bob. Possible.
Again, nice and slow. Possible.
Great. Okay, my turn. The next word is one we talked about just a moment ago. It makes your request even softer. Perhaps. This one has like a per sound and then a haps sound. So perhaps.
Your turn. Repeat after Julia. Perhaps.
One more time, try to really get that S sound at the end. Perhaps.
Oh, right. And for our last word today, from when Julia explained I'm afraid, she mentioned regret. This word is good to know too. Listen, regret. Focus on that gret sound at the end. Regret. Ready? Say it with Bob. Regret. One last time. Regret.
Fantastic! Practice those words, practice those phrases. The more you say them, the more natural they'll feel. Wow, we've really covered a lot today, haven't we? I mean, from saying, I'm afraid there's a problem, to, would it be possible to...
Yeah, it's been a jam-packed episode. We learned all about how to complain, but, not just complain, but to do it politely, which I think is just so important in English.
Absolutely. Because, Bob, when you're traveling or, at a restaurant or even just in a store, things don't always go perfectly, do they?
and it's okay to say something, but like the way you say it, that makes all the difference.
Right. You want to solve the problem, not make it worse, right? So we talked about starting softly, like, excuse me, I'm afraid, or I was wondering if you could help me with something.
Yes, those are super useful. And remember, phrases like, would it be possible to, or perhaps you could, really show respect and make your request sound much less like a demand. It's about being understanding.
Exactly. It's about, solving the problem together, and being polite just makes everything smoother, doesn't it?
It really does. So today, we really focused on those polite ways to complain, especially in a hotel setting, but you can adapt them for almost any situation where you need to speak up.
Like a restaurant. Or a store.
Yep, exactly. Practice them, try them out. You'll sound more natural and you'll get better results too. Okay. So, before we wrap up completely, we have a little challenge for you, our amazing listeners.
Ooh, the challenge. I like that.
Yes. So, today we learned all these wonderful, polite ways to complain, right? Like, I'm afraid there's a problem with, or would it be possible to? Your challenge is to use just one of these phrases, or maybe even a few, to create your own practice sentence.
Ooh, a real-life situation.
Exactly. Think about something that maybe didn't go perfectly in your day and how you could have complained politely. And then we'd absolutely love for you to share your sentence with us in the comments section on our YouTube channel.
Yes, we read them all.
We really do. It's a fantastic way to practice, and it helps us build our amazing Learn English community. So give it a try.
It's a great way to practice, for sure.
So that's all for today on the Learn English podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. We really hope this episode helps you feel more confident, complaining politely in English. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.